To kick off, and in the 17 years that the Ravens have played here in this stadium, this is the first time that they have actually played a game while it has snowed like this. They've had some flurries and they've had snow before and after, but a little bit of history for this Ravens franchise.
Ravens in these conditions, battle tested, gives them the advantage.
Ravens 5-1 at home. Vikings looking for their first road win of the season, and we're ready to kick it off in the snow. It is Jacoby Jones. We will try and adjust the yardage markers because from where we are, getting a good look at the field to give you the field distance when we can. Joe Flacco told me in the pregame warm-ups, Tim, that he's never played an NFL game in the snow. Back when he was a kid, throwing the ball at the yard is when it snowed. But
yeah, his arm strength, I do not think will be affected by these snowy conditions. The great Danny Marino used to say, if it's snowing, I'm throwing, and so is Joe.
Right off the bat, incomplete from the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to Jacoby Jones, and one of the targets, Dennis Pitta, has been activated and will play for the first time this season. He'll get some work at tight end behind Ed Dixon.
As physical as it is, something to be said for that.
From the 34, Flacco passes complete to Marlon Brown, who has a first down beyond the 44-yard line. On 2nd and 5 from the 35 of Minnesota, Bernard Pierce checks in at running back. Flacco has time. Sideline throw is intercepted. Chad Greenway was running in coverage with Bernard Pierce. From the 6-yard line of Minnesota, on 1st and 10. Peterson gets the carry and is swarmed under by the Raven defense. It's 3rd and 6. Castle completes. The ball's out. Jerome Simpson lost it after he made the catch. It looked like John Carlson fell on it and recovered for the Vikings, so they keep the football and get a fresh set of downs.
And James Ehedebo knocked it out. Got a crossing route right here, or Jimmy Smith knocks it out. 22 comes from behind under John Harbaugh.
Gerhardt remains the back, gets the carry. Ball comes out at the end of the play, and the Ravens have it. Did not hear a whistle, and Gerhardt was fighting for extra yardage. It looked like Matt Elam came up with the football. Flacco gets away. Joe Flacco inside the 5 of the Vikings. Joe Flacco could keep it himself here. Instead, he's going to throw it in the end zone. Touchdown Ravens! Ed Dixon. Baltimore Raven fumble recovery by Matt Elam and set up that score to make it 7-0. Castle throwing and what a catch. John Carlson leaping in the air. Good enough for a Viking first down. Minnesota comes in, Tim, in their last 4 for Leslie Frazier. They have a 2-1-1 record. Of course, those back-to-back overtime games, and counting on Castle to get them another one. On 2nd and 10 from the 31 of the Vikings. Oh, hard as Peterson slips away but goes down. The NFL's leading rusher ran into D'Angelo Tyson on 3rd and 11. Under pressure, Gerhardt has it barely and loses it. That is ruled incomplete right away. If you didn't appreciate his value to the league and that team before, you do a lot more now. Ray Rice carries. Let's check in with Jen on Adrian Peterson.
Well, Chris, I'm standing here right next to him. Trainers are having him turn and flex that ankle as they try to evaluate it now.
Defenders of the Vikings call Joe Flacco the best deep thrower in the NFL right now, and you wonder how the snow affects that. A heavier ball underneath and incomplete for Jacoby Jones. Ravens protecting a 7-0 lead from the 34 of the Vikings. First down in Minnesota. So Toby Gerhardt in with the injured Adrian Peterson. And he breaks a tackle for a first down. Up near midfield is still going into Baltimore territory is Toby Gerhart. Second down. Gerhart will lose yards back at midfield. Fourth season, a fifth-round draft pick from Syracuse. On third down, Castle's throw on target, short of the first down. Greg Jennings makes the catch. On fourth down, he's throwing. Jerome Simpson has a Viking first down. Ladarius Webb was there covering. This will be 39 yards for one of the league's better kickers. And he quickly booted it through what looks like a blizzard here.
Looks like our TV screens in 1975. Fine-tune that thing a little bit, will you?
It's been a struggle for the offense. The last completion for Flacco was his touchdown. There goes Ray Rice. He's got a first down. A 12-yard gain. The Ravens have 2 timeouts. So do the Vikings. Just over a minute to go. Flacco on the move. There's a flag down in the offensive backfield as he runs for a first down. And remember, it was his 21-yard run.
Second down.
That set up the touchdown, but this will be negated by a hold. Or the third most penalized player since he's come into the league. So from the 22, they set up the screen to Rice. He's got some room to run. Near the 35. In the backup tight end to Ed Dixon. From the 35 of Baltimore. Underneath to Rice. That extra lunge may have been good enough to get him the first down. At the 47 of Minnesota. Pass complete for the first down to Marlon Brown. And they're going to have to spike it because they're out of timeouts.
Absolutely they are.
And this is too far with just 4 seconds left. Try to get something in the end zone. Flacco is in trouble. That's Jared Allen, who's going to get a sack. 7th sack of the season for Jared Allen. And that'll bring an end to a defensive first half. The Vikings get the ball in the second half, trailing 7-3.
Went with on draft day in April.
And of course, he has the 109-yarder, which is a record. Has trouble coming up with the football here, but takes off once he has it. Cordero Patterson, running people over to the 40-yard line.
He just trucked Justin Tucker. You know, sometimes when they muff that kickoff return, it ends up being an advantage because it throws off the timing of the guys trying to cover.
Remember, Adrian Peterson out with an injured knee from the second quarter, unlikely to return. And Gerhart gets through a hole and gets near midfield. From the 49, here's Castle, and completes to Jennings. Racing his way down to the 30, and that combination, 2 veterans who, when they joined this Minnesota team, Leslie Frazier said they connected back in training camp, and that comfort level has carried through. In fact, 31 years ago this Thursday is the Patriot-Dolphin game when they had an issue about that historically. And Walsh hustles and knocks it through.
Never go to the heater. It's not cold enough to go to the heater.
Flacco in trouble, but gets rid of it to Pierce. He's trying to get a first down, and he does. That extra effort got him the first down. Top of your screen, 36 of Baltimore. Flacco has to get rid of that. And the pass, there's a flag down as the pass is intercepted by Sendejo.
The flag is for holding on Eugene Monroe, so this is going to stand.
Holding, number 60 offense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
You called it correct, Tim. At the 33-yard line, Cordero Patterson has it. And gets up inside the 30. Once he gets run, it's like a head of steam. A fake to Patterson, throws the other way to the tight end Carlson. Ooh. A tough tackle toward the sideline by James Ahenabu.
Boy, was it ever. He just got slammed face first.
And there is a flag on that, despite the argument from the Ravens. Roughing the passer, the call on Courtney Upshaw on top of the completion.
And there's Upshaw right there, helmet right into the sternum. Clearly after Castle had unloaded the ball, there was an opportunity for him to pull up and not hit him. And then here's the face slam right into the turf.
From the 7-yard line, Toby Gerhart the back from Matt Castle. He gets the football to delay handoff, and it didn't work. Suggs was ready for it.
Gotten off the field defensively, Baltimore all day. 13 opportunities for Minnesota. They've only converted 3.
Castle's throw is high in the end zone. Catch is good. Touchdown, Jerome Simpson. And here is Gerhart with Castle in the backfield. Trying to make it a 14-7 game. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Jennings.
Nice job by Matt Elam right there, the rookie safety.
31-yard line. Ray Rice the back. On first down gets the carry. And Ray Rice has a Ravens first down. From the 43-yard line on 2nd and 10. Ray Rice with the carry. And another first down for Rice. Xavier Rhodes was helped off the field, and Marcus Sherrills had to come in to play corner on 3rd and 9 from the 45. Marcus Sherrills came up with the tipped ball. Jacoby Jones had a shot at it, but the ball hung in the air.
Jacoby Jones had it, Chris. What a reaction by Marcus Sherrills. Flacco sees one-on-one coverage, throws it up. Watch Jacoby Jones, number 12, go up over the top of Sherrills. You said it, I mean, it went right, just misjudged it in the air. I thought he had it for a second. He didn't, and misjudged it in the air. Ball tipped up in the air a couple of times, and Sherrills came down with it. His receiver let him down, didn't make a play for him.
Matt Castle rolling and getting rid of it, where it'll be 2nd down. Pass is caught by Patterson. He'll be short of the first down.
He wanted some type of a horse collar called there on Ladarius Webb. Did Cordero Patterson? No way. Ladarius Webb just wrapped him up around the back of his neck, as you see right there.
And it's legal to pull the hair.
Pull the hair. I don't think he had his hand inside the collar of the shirt. Certainly looks like hair there.
Richard Sherman, Baldwin saying hello to Jim Harbaugh. It's the 11-1 Seahawks, 8-4 49ers coming up on Fox.
Thanks, Joel, as Flacco's pass is caught by Jacoby Jones, and he stays inbounds, working against Sherrills, who had the interception moments ago.
Minnesota with 2 deep safeties. Let's see if they rotate, or just offering the run-up to the Baltimore Ravens, and they're taking advantage of it.
There's a flag down in the backfield.
Holding, number 66 offense, 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
The center, Gino Gradkowski, called for that to wipe out what was an impressive run. Back at the Baltimore 46 now after the penalty on the center on 1st and 20. Flacco going deep. Jacoby Jones is back there, so is Marlon Brown. And there's a flag. There were 2 Raven receivers running in the same area.
Pass interference, number 36, defense. Automatic first down.
It looked like the pass was intended for Jones. Ray Rice. Down inside the 2. The 2-yard line. Flacco has it. End zone, incomplete. Trying to go to Vontae Leach. Coverage was good by Jamarcus Sanford, and it's 4th and goal from the 2.
I'll tell you what, I am not so sure what's going on with Justin Tucker, the kicker, to be honest with you.
There is Justin Tucker, who's made 27 straight field goals, has not had an attempt today.
And I think if they would have attempted it the last drive, they'd only be down by 2.
Ray Rice as a receiver. Flacco, end zone. Touchdown, Dennis Pitta. A 1-point Ravens lead.
Gonna get Yonda offside.
Offense.
False start.
5-yard penalty. Retry.
2-point conversion. There he is. Flacco, end zone, open. Torrey Smith. From the 32. First down. Castle. Caught. And Jerome Simpson, who had the touchdown catch for Minnesota, makes a big grab there.
Easy stuff in terms of the intermediate passing game.
Toby Gerhardt in field goal range. And a lot more. Toby Gerhardt. Touchdown Vikings. Our drive covering less than 40 seconds in just 2 plays.
What did Terrell Suggs tell us? If we lose this one, it could be over for us in terms of the playoffs. He was 5 yards up the field rushing the passer.
Look out. Jacoby Jones. Jacoby Jones. Touchdown.
Unbelievable.
2 timeouts. Incomplete for Simpson.
He said we should be playing our best. We work hard. They also work smart. He's a great coach.
It'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 31 for a first down. Cordero Patterson has it, and the rookie is loose. With 1 man to get past, he puts a move on. Look at Patterson go! I don't believe this! Touchdown Vikings! And there are no flags. 79 yards.
Unbelievable.
Now they trail by 4. Flacco. Marlon Brown. He's in Viking territory. They're playing like they're in the backyard in the snow.
And they've got to have a touchdown, 4 points.
And a timeout.
John Harbaugh has been up and down. You've seen everything on his face. Leslie Frazier hasn't changed his reaction one bit in this game.
Flacco from the 45-yard line. And that ball's intercepted. Here comes a flag. Dennis Pitta was running with Greenway underneath.
And Greenway's got his hands out. He can't believe it that he is going to get flagged here. And it looks like he is going to be the guy that gets called for the foul.
Pass interference, number 52 defense. Automatic first down.
He's arguing that the receiver was slipping.
I don't think it was pass interference. From up here, it looked like Greenway had contact, but before the ball was in the air, there's a little bit of contact right there. And then take your shots in the end zone.
Flacco has time. He can run it. Dennis Pitta has it.
Well, they better hurry. Well, they got to use that timeout. Call it.
Inside the 10 of the Vikings. And they're going to use their final timeout. Joe Flacco. Back in the end zone. That's Marlon Brown for a touchdown.
Spagnuolo is a senior defensive consultant here for Baltimore, is in the booth right next to us. There's 4 seconds. He's still biting his nails.
He's leaning up over the counter. He doesn't know what to expect, and neither do we. We said at the beginning, on a snowy day in Baltimore, just fighting to the finish. A snowy day in Baltimore makes for entertaining pictures and unpredictable football.